Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the biggest problem with music publishers that basically just put your music on music streaming services and the issues with that. And I think the biggest one doesn't even have to do with the service themselves, but with the musicians that utilize them, because a lot of musicians, including me, aren't really that popular, so there's no real reason to use music distribution services, but yet they use them anyway, which is not really super smart in my opinion, unless you have a song that all of a sudden just blows up out of nowhere. It won't really give you any returns, including me again, because I am not a popular musician, and yet I paid for 1 year of DistroKid, and I'm gonna basically fully utilize that until my year runs out, and then I'll cancel it because. Again, I do not gain anything from this. I haven't even gained a single cent out of streaming services, because that brings me to my second point, which is just music services in general, or music streaming services, do not pay artists well at all, especially Spotify. Like, Spotify is a piece of shit in terms of like paying artists. But yeah, again, they just do not pay their artists jack shit. And that is a big problem. Even if you are not like a super unpopular, like really small artist, even if you have a decent like following, I would say like above maybe 10,000 people, you still will probably not get that much money from it. Like, because again, they give you like cents in terms of the return for like each stream you get. Which, makes sense. They need to earn their money, but it still, again, is not great for the long term and not really worth spending like an annual subscription every single year. So, yeah. And that brings me to my third point, which is the subscription model. I just do not like the fact that there are so many subscriptions nowadays. There's music streaming services, and you have to pay for that monthly or annually. There's music, or not music, I already said that, movie streaming services, Netflix, all that shit, and most likely, like, you're probably paying for like two. I know I am going to be probably starting on Netflix in a few months, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people pay for two movie subscription services, and then also music, and then again, the distributors just add another subscription on top of the already mounting amount of subscription model based shit there is already out there, and it's just insane, man. The only streaming distribution service, I keep saying streaming service, the only distribution service that I've seen that doesn't do this is CD Baby, where you just pay $10 upfront to release an album or single, and that's it. They do gain some of your royalties, which sucks, but still, honestly, I think it's better in the long term, especially if you are not a popular musician. Again, if you don't gain that much from streaming anyway, there's really no point to be paying yearly for a music distribution service when you don't gain streams anyway and you won't get any profit from it. So again, I think at that point, if you really want to release your album on streaming services, just use CD Baby, because again, they gain some of your royalties, but at least you get to keep it on streaming services. Because when you cancel the subscription for whatever distribution service you're using, they will pull your music unless you specify to keep it up, which is a lot of money, by the way, especially with like DistroKid, as I said, because I'm using DistroKid right now. If you want to keep your album on streaming services, that's 30 fucking dollars, which is not worth it at all, in my opinion. That's like as much as the distribution service itself annually. So again, I just don't think that's worth it. At that point, just go with CD Baby if you want to keep your music on distribution services without having to pay annually, especially for, keeping it up. And one last thing, which is just a gripe that I personally with DistroKid. Every single time you have to upload a song, there are so many like music services that I do not give two shits about, and I wish you could just uncheck the boxes and that'll be done. It'll be over with. It'll just keep those settings every time you just want to upload a song. But no, every single time you click upload a track, it will check every single box it can. So you have to manually, one by one, just uncheck all these boxes where you don't want it to go to. Like, it is just so annoying to do every single fucking time. I don't know why it doesn't just have some way of like saving like the boxes that you did actually check, the boxes that you want checked, and the boxes that you don't want checked. It's not that hard, and yet they don't do it, which is incredibly annoying. Like, it just sucks. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and also one last gripe I have with DistroKid specifically is that you have to put your artist name in every single time you want to upload a single. You have to manually type it out every time or have it on your clipboard and just type it out every single time. It is so annoying. It just doesn't auto save the artist name that you have attached to it or the credit you want with your name in it. You have to manually type it. Except when it's an album, then it saves it. But when it's a single, no, you have to type it out every time, which is annoying. I hate that. But yeah, that's basically it. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.